we'll see how it goes. We're all getting into it, and I think we are just about underway.
Yes, so two of our runners are using the Japanese version of Crash 1. I believe that is slightly faster.
The Japanese version is slightly faster. I think
But
it's because you
Klaxi, who has
get...
the world record, is not playing on J.
Yes, Klaxi is playing on NTSC-U, so is Hypnoshark. But as you'll see, Nitroff in the top right-hand corner, he's playing on NTSC-J. He's playing on the Japanese version. The Japanese version is faster, purely because there is a difference in gems. You're able to do... Which level is it? I think it's High Road, without having to revisit.
Interesting. I will say, I don't know a lot about Crash, but I've watched a decent amount of, particularly Hypnoshark, running Crash. And there is something quite beautiful about watching like a perfectly flowing Crash speedrun. It's very satisfying to watch somebody do at the highest level.
It is. It's interesting to watch. This game, it sucks to play though.
What's your time?
Hold on. I think Klaxi died in Insanity Beach and is now restarting the level a minute behind now.
Yes, he was struggling with the box bridge.
Wow.
I don't know if he just messed up the cadence and then decided to restart.
Well, that's our first seed very quickly behind now.
Look,
Hey,
he's just
what
trying
are
to
you
put
gonna
on a
do?
show.
That really does, like, put into context the no dying allowed thing.
Here you go. Yeah, it was here that he was struggling before that bridge.
Yeah. Just don't die, Smile. We're seeing Rolling Stone skip here. Rico failed it. The way Rolling Stone skips work, you can either do the invincibility method, like Rico and Nitroff are doing and trying, or you can do the non-invincibility method, which just you go up a wall, which is more consistent, but a bit slower, quite a bit slower. You saw Hypnoshark do.
Which again, he only learned in the last week and a half.
Yes, he did. Realistically, it's just blind movement. You go up to a place that you shouldn't. There's nothing super special about it. We see people finishing Rolling Stones going into Great Gate. The start of Crash 1, really, it's just a lot of, like, skips. There are 4 within the first, like, 7 levels, which is pretty wild, wacky.
And those are to avoid revisits, am I right?
They are, yes, because some levels you need gems, specific colored gems, to do the full level, but you can just skip some of them. Quite a few of them, actually.
And it's something that's a feature of all Crash games, right? Because we saw it a lot in Crash 3.
It is pretty prevalent in all Crash games, but in this one, more so because you can't, like, pick and choose the levels you go to.
Right.
They're all in one set order. Whereas each warp in Crash 2 and 3, you get to pick between 5. Oh, Nitroff has to go for the backup. He missed it. Nitroff has to redo Great Gate.
Oh dear. Let's see if Hypno can get it, because if Hypno gets it, he's going to be in the lead here.
He will be in the lead here, which is crazy.
Yeah, our 4th seed could be taking an early lead if he can nail this skip at the end of Great Gate.
That is it. That is very nicely done. Basically, the way that works, you take damage abuse. With the damage abuse, you get a little jump up, and use extra height to get on top of a railing, which is just off screen. And you go over the portal.
Yeah, so don't adjust your sets. Hypnoshark is actually winning one of these races.
It is absolutely wild. Guys, this is riveting.
We always say with these races that Hypnoshark and Kieran have put these races on with all their own money. But if you want to help us recoup some of those costs and help pay for future events, if you want to see a second SPRASH League, go ahead and hit that donate button, ! Donate. I'm going to pop it in the chat. And you can just you can donate. But what another great donation would be for Hypnoshark to come in the top 3, because then that's prize money that doesn't need to be given out.
Yeah, that's a real donation. He's playing for his own money here.
Yeah. He's playing to avoid having to give money to other people, and truly, what better motivator could there be?
Truly, that is capitalism.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. Crazy that you did a donation plug within the first 5 minutes of the run. That's a new record for you. Congrats.
You're getting good at it.
You really are. You're really crushing it. Really, really paying you the big bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's because if people donate and there's a really well-funded Splash League 2, I might be able to ask for money next time.
Yeah. You won't get any, but you can ask.
No, I wouldn't feel as bad for asking.
Yeah, for sure. So, as we mentioned in Crash 3, and we'll mention it again here, and you'll see in boulders more specifically, zigzagging is a thing. It's a huge thing. You hit one direction as you're jumping, and you hit another direction immediately after, and you keep alternating between the two, and you get a lot of distance. More so than you would just running or jumping. So you'll see, basically, the human limit is just how quickly can you do it. There is no limit to it, realistically. There is, but none of these players are at TAS, so...
Yeah. Yeah, at its best, it looks like a really good hover.
Yeah, it looks like you know, a prime basketball player going for a big old dunk. Just a big old dunky doos, you know?
We love a donkey do.
We love a dunky do.
Who's top 3 in the race? It's kind of hard to tell. We know Hypnoshark is ahead. The other 3 are very much in the same spot.
Yeah, reminder, there is 23 other players in this competition. I mean, competition's a big word. Realistically, there are 23 other people just joining along with the race. If you want to see anybody, go into the Crash 1 directory, and you'll see just a bunch of people playing. So go support some fellas, some friends, some gamers.
Yeah, and you will see. So Nitroff and Hypnoshark are very much in the hunt for that top 4 of Splash League. Of course, getting top 4 across the 6 races gets you into the final Sprash Fecta race in 2 weeks' time. It's really creeping up on us.
It really is.
Nitroff is currently in 2nd place, and Hypnoshark is in 4th. We also have Zach and Newjar making up that top 4. They're streaming elsewhere, so you can check them out. And keep an eye on Dan6049 and Spudleyman as well as potential contenders. If a race were to go really, really well for them and really badly for one of the top 4, they could pull themselves into it. So there's the first upstream for Hypnoshark complete.
He's now in the first boss of the game, the easiest bosses in the game. I do think Nitroff is going for upstream skip. Okay, and Klaxy might as well. Upstream skip is really difficult, so we'll see if he gets it. He barely misses it. Okay, so what you want to do there is you need to line up on a certain, like, I think it's like a pixel. It's very tight. Klaxy's going for it now. Klaxy also misses it. So yeah, you can do the skip. You can do the skips that we've been talking about, like in Great Gate and in Jungle Rollers. But it's hard.
Nitroff taking a death.
Yeah. So he failed the skip. He failed going for upstream skip. It is unfortunate. So they will have to revisit upstream. Whereas Rico and Hypno, they just didn't go for the skip, so they didn't have to take the long death. But I do believe Hypnoshark is going for Rolling Stone skip, which is the most recently discovered skip. You'll see him drop down here. We'll try and maneuver down to the lower area where there are boxes. It's a blind movement. It's pretty difficult. He got the boxes. He's getting there. And now he has to maneuver his way back up. This is hard from what I've seen. So we'll see if he gets it.
Yeah, when we say this is the newest skip, I'm pretty sure this skip didn't exist when Splash League started.
It didn't, no. This was found in the last month, I think. He got it! Oh my god. Hypno's on a blinder.
He really is. This is... I mean, obviously it's early. It's only the first 10 minutes of the run, but this is some of the best speedrunning we've seen from him in the Splash League so far.
This is the consistency we talk about when we say Hypnoshark has it like that.
You do have it like that.
He do have it like that. We're going the Hog Wild, the funniest name.
That was a gold as well, Rolling Stones.
Wow.
Well done.
What a gamer. Klaxi going for it now. So is Rico. Klaxi gets the boxes. He just needs to get back up. Rico failed it, which means he will have to revisit Rolling Stones.
We got
Unfortunate.
Nitroff coming up for it as well.
Yeah, he's coming up on it. Klaxi got it. Nicely done. Well saved after the Insanity Beach and upstream madness.
It just goes to show how big a death can be, because Nitroff was well ahead of both Rico and Klaxi.
Yeah.
But he's now, if he gets this skip, he's going to be certainly ahead of Rico.
Yeah, deaths, as I said, this is what Crash 1 is. You know, at this level, or really at any level, any death is going to cost you minutes.
There you go, Nitroff getting that skip as well.
Lovely stuff. Rolling Hog Wild, except for Hypnoshark, who is blazing ahead into native. So
This
native
is one he's going to have to revisit as well.
Yeah, this is a forced revisit. There is no skip for it. You can't get the boxes, which are way in the heavens, so you will have to do this twice. So just leave the boxes, you know. Let bygones be bygones.
I would kind of like to see Hypnoshark win one of these races. I think that would be hilarious.
In a way, I want to see it. In a way. But in another way, I don't want to see it at all.
Because Hypnoshark at the start of the SPRASH League wasn't even convinced he was going to make the top 4.
Yeah, he was pretty adamant on, like, you know, trying to get, like, top 6. But right now, he's looking like he can slot maybe, just maybe, 100 points.
Oh. Be a beautiful 100 points to get.
Beautiful 100.
A big hundo.
We see everybody in native just sort of doing the rounds. There is something we didn't mention, which you might see during this level, called a sub jump. No, that is not what I do. I don't jump. You get it. So you will spin off like a ledge or something, and then you have 10 frames after the spin happens, whilst you're mid-air, to hit jump. And if you hit it in time, you'll get a jump. It's a pretty lenient timing. You'll see it probably with Rico. No, okay. It's a pretty lenient timing. You just spin and then jump at the end of your spin. It's very useful, and you'll probably see it later levels more so than this, but yeah.
Right, so we're all in native fortress. We're all still pretty close, and yeah, as you say, it does feel like anyone dying could completely reset the order as they are right now.
For sure, for sure.
And you got to be impressed at guys like, you know, we talk about Hypno as well, but Nitroff and the other runners like Zach and Nujar, who have run most of the races and done really well in most of the races to get that top 4. It really does reward the consistency getting that top 4, and we're going to see how consistent they really can be in that final SPRASH Vector in a couple of weeks' time.
Coming into Up the Creek, which is it the first level? I guess other than Insanity Beach, it's the first like platforming level that doesn't have like a gimmick to it that has no skips. It has no silly skips besides like NSB.
NSB?
Insanity Beach.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no
I thought
worries.
that was like a trick name.
Yeah, and yeah. What do you think it stands for?
Negative slippery bounce.
And what would that be? Just out of curiosity.
I think you know exactly what that would be, Kieran.
I don't... Anyway.
Joke about your butthole.
Yeah, I get it. I'm a sub. Sub jump. Listen, I get it. It's funny. Hey, it's funny, man.
It's funny.
Up the Creek. One of the best names in a Crash level. It's just cycles, really. There's not too much you can change unless you're like super duper duper top level. But you'll be seeing Klaxy at least try. We have some.
No first out the level again.
We have some suggestions from chat on what NSB would be.
Yeah, feel free to keep dropping those.
No side bitches.
That's the only good one so far.
Neutral spin bump.
That sucks.
I thought it was great. I'm a man of the people.
You hate the people.
Yeah, you're right. Ripperoo, again, another boss. The bosses in this game are just absolutely piss poor. Klaxy died up the creek, by the way, so that has now put him behind the other three by quite a ways. This is what Crash 1 does to people.
Oh, Super Slippy, I want to congratulate you on upgrading from neutral spin bump to knob sucking broad. Much better.
I think it's worse.
No, it's better.
It's definitely worse, but Callum,
also nobody should bash was another good one.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so we're in the Lost City. The Lost City. This is the first, I believe, colored gem, unless I'm smoking weed. Unless you're on J, in which case it's Hog Wild, I believe.
Right. These nuances between J and non-J, you're gonna have to keep me right.
Listen, I don't fully know myself, but I think I'm right.
Great. What's your time in Crash 1, Kieran?
1:17:14.
That's pretty good.
It loses 2 minutes in Rolling Stones at the end of the run.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I try my best, but it never works.
So, Hypnoshark's now reached the point of levels that I've never seen with my own eyes playing this game.
Okay, so this is Lost City. It's relatively... This is where you start like leveling up in the game. It becomes quite a bit harder. Everybody can get past Ripperoo pretty easily, and then this is where you'll see some deaths, at least for at least for more casual players, less experienced players. But hopefully we see some performances here. Some big,
this is definitely a level where 6-year-old Callum died too many times and gave up.
Yeah, 100%. This is the Callum. What would you say? Destroyer?
The Cock Destroyer?
No, not Cock Destroyer. Callum Destroyer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm the Cock Destroyer.
It's another joke about your butthole.
Yeah. I wonder why Sam doesn't want me on stream. I can only wonder.
Oh, you're going to be doing Crash 2 as well, aren't you?
Yes, I will be.
And the SPRASH Factor.
Yes, I will be. I'll be there for the entire 12 hours. Fuck me.
Are you actually going to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How am I supposed to convince anybody else to do it for 12 hours?
Well, you mean the runners? I don't think anyone else is going to do commentary for 12 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean the commentary.
We can tag in and out. Do a relay.
I'd love to tag team you.
Let's get Lexi back. She was better than you.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's fair. We're going into Temple Ruins. Temple Ruins, again, a lot of this game is just cycle-based. It's very cycle-based. There are two different types of cycles, as we spoke about in Crash 3. There are global cycles and reset cycles, or level cycles, sorry. And global cycles, they go across the entire game. They're timed to like other assets and other like specific things, whereas level cycles, they reset as you enter the level. So they are more consistent. Crash 1 mostly actually relies on global cycles, where Crash 3 like is sort of half and half. So you're going to see quite a lot of different strats depending on how far or ahead or behind you are.
So, yeah, Shoni asking in the chat, what is the order of these runners PB? Well, top left, Klaxi is the #1 seed. Rico is the second, Nitroff, then Hypnoshark. But Hypnoshark is currently winning. I'm pretty sure he's also the only runner of these four who hasn't had a death yet.
Yeah, non-intentional death, yeah.
Which is kind of nuts.
Because he's the GOAT. Look at him.
He's look at that focus.
Look at that forehead.
He is dialed in.
That is the forehead of a man who wants to win.
That's the furrowed brow. He leaves those lives behind. He doesn't need those lives.
I mean, to be fair, you get like 2 million.
You do. Yeah, Hypnoshark is the console. He just puts the disc in between his butt cheeks and it spins.
What? Why do you have to make it weird?
He's a machine.
Okay.
Has he been snorting G Fuel? God, I hope not. He should be injecting it like a true gamer.
Amen.
In between the toes.
So, Road to Nowhere. This is one of the first big differences you'll see with Jay. On NTSC, you just come in here. You don't do the revisit. You just do the level. You die once to. Oh, I forgot to even mention. If you're not getting the gem in a level because you can't, the optimal strat is to die once. On NTSCU, at least, you die. The reason you die, look, you'll see right there. The reason you die is because you get to skip the cutscene at the end where Crash gets murdered by boxers. Just killed. The boxers do strike back, so you take a death just to avoid that.
Yeah, obviously Crash 1 made at a time where we didn't really fully understand the impact of concussions.
Yeah, or skip buttons, for that matter.
Well, yes. Just thinking, you couldn't make a game with that kind of cutscene in a post-Chris Benoit world, could you?
You only did that for me.
I did. That was just for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because if we can't pop ourselves, then what are we doing here?
Well made. Good point. So we're going into Boulder Dash again.
Johnny Sir loves all the butt jokes. Thank you, sir. Stick around. There will be more.
There will be plenty more. Boulder Dash, you can't get the gem here as well. You have to do a revisit, so you'll see you'll just see some running and maybe one death, and that's about it.
Hypno is like an entire level ahead. Super Slippy's right. This is genuinely really impressive from Hypno.
He's crushing it. But you'll see on the NTSC-J side, for old Nitrovsky, he's going to get the gem in Road to Nowhere right now, because you can, because that is something you get in J. That is the main benefit of running on NTSC-J. It's, I think, maybe the only benefit? I actually don't know. If I'm wrong, somebody in chat will probably shout at me, but that's fine.
Yeah, so you see Rico also picking up that gem.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
He's also playing on J. So we've got 2 on J, 2 not on J here.
High Road is also shorter. Thank you. Those are the 2 benefits.
Thanks, Jamie. Maz is right. Hypnoshark's winning with those great fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
Emphasis on the mentals.
Yeah. Well, speaking of mental, Sunset Vista, what some people would describe as the hardest level in the game. It is definitely the longest level, clocking in over 4 minutes, which for a Crash 1 level is pretty damn long. And you have to do all of it without dying. You also need to get the Cortex bonus, which we'll talk about once we get there.
Good question, Jamie asks, is Hypno actually still ahead because of the revisit of Roll to Nowhere?
Probably.
Probably just.
Probably, but not by much, because both Klaxi and Nitroff failed upstream skip.
That's true.
Alongside having a death in both NSB and Great Gate, respectively. But they are likely to catch up, so it really is still anybody's race. It's just going to be a tight one.
Yeah, I mean, we said this at the very beginning, right? Is that and there's Nitroff taking another death as well.
Yeah, it's not a very costly one. It was right by a checkpoint.
Still, it's, you know, this race is going to be all about fundamentals, all about consistency and avoiding deaths and not making mistakes. And right now, looks like Hypno is the only one who just hasn't made a mistake yet.
He hasn't, but in Hypnoshark's crusade to not make mistakes, he also doesn't go as fast or go for as many strats. So it really is a game of push and pull between these contestants.
He is the tortoise and the others are the hare.
And you're the stinky little otter.
Right.
Okay, and he died. I'm not too sure how, though. I think he just fell.
Yep.
Yeah, those seesaws can act really weird, and I think it just dragged him down. I'm not too sure.
So he has to restart the whole level because he died.
Yep, that's Crash 1 for you, baby.
Has everyone else done that?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed.
At the very beginning of the run, he takes another death. Oh, man. At the very beginning of the run, you saw Klaxi restart Insanity Beach just because he had to.
I see. So if you haven't got a checkpoint in the level yet, you have to restart.
No. If you have a checkpoint in the level, you have to restart.
But like when Nitroff just died, he was right at a checkpoint.
No, he was at the very start of the level.
Oh. I'm so confused.
Yeah, this game sucks.
I mean, this level that Nitroff's doing right now looks like pure hell.
So yeah, another change between NTSC-J and NTSC-U is that they have switched Sunset Vista and Slippery Climb, which is the other notorious hard level. They switched those two around in order. So Sunset Vista will come quite a bit later for these two. Slippery Climb... oh my god, he didn't die. Okay, yeah, Slippery Climb is... It's also hard, but I think it's a bit easier because the cycles are a bit more consistent. Sunset Vista can have lots of bad broken cycles. And also it's just a bit longer, so...
This just looks awful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Crash 1, baby.
But Nitroff is making it look very easy.
Silver, to answer that, in J, that doesn't work. I think he just died in Boulder Dash accidentally. I think he just made like a 2-second mistake.
Well, no one's going to get an error-free run. I think that's probably about as expected.
If you get an error-free run in a Crash 1 race, then fair fucking play, because you have defied the odds.
You're world champion!
Go on.
Maybe. I'm saying if you get a mistake-free run, you're just the winner.
Sure. Unless you just sit there for 10 minutes.
That would be my strat.
Yeah. Just wait.
Yep. Wait for everyone else to mess up. And then be the last one without a death.
Well, just play the game and don't die then. Why are you waiting? Why are you still...
Because I suck?
Oh,
Probably.
oh, okay. That makes sense.
Probably.
So this is the the Cortex bonus. You get 3 Cortex tokens. You don't have to get any other tokens in this game besides the Cortex tokens. So you can get a key. And those keys unlock 2 brand new secret levels. Those 2 being Whole Hog and Fumbling in the Dark, which is what we'll do later.
The lights will be on, as always.
Okay.
So what's this boss that Nitroff is doing right now? I don't recognize it from CTR.
Okay, have a guess. Have a guess what his name is.
Mouse boy.
Close. It's Koala Kong.
Oh, of course, yeah. It looks exactly like a koala. Doesn't look like a rat at all.
Just looks like a big koala.
Like a rat.
How dare you?
Why are the timers not synced? Because they're not.
Yeah.
Because you try getting 22 people to press a button at the same time across 3 continents.
I don't even need to defend myself. God damn. I love having I love having a person just to stick up for me. I wish I had this whilst I was in school. I'd never get bullied.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny because you would have been bullying me.
Yeah, probably.
That koala's a bit full of himself. He should probably stop posing so much.
Reminds me of Super Macho Man from Punch Out.
Oh yeah.
I do love Macho Man. Sunset Vista goes down for Hypnoshark. Wonderful stuff. Takes you know, he had a few deaths, but he gets her in the end.
Macho Man Randall Savage?
Randall Savage. So we're in Heavy Machinery, or is this Castle Machinery? I don't remember. I think it's Heavy Machinery. No, it's Castle. No, it's Heavy. Somebody tell me, please. It's, I think, Heavy Machinery. Yeah, this level is... You'll probably see some sub jumps here because you need to skip a cycle. So hopefully we get to see those.
Yep.
Yep.
This looks fun. How has Crash gone from like a tropical island to this incredibly cursed looking factory?
Because that is where Cortex made him.
Cortex made Crash?
Yeah, in a castle. Do you not know?
I don't know anything about Crash.
Basically, there was just like, he was just a Bandicoot, just sort of chilling and vibing on an island like a Bandicoot does. And then Cortex was like, hey, I'm evil. What's good? And then he, like, turned them evil. Kind of like Dr. Robotnik, but he did it with Bandicoots for some reason. Because why would you pick normal animals? But this one went rogue. And so did Torna. But he caught Torna, just didn't catch Crash. This plot's really weird.
Yep. Crash lore, everybody. I mean, it could be worse. We could be trying to explain Spyro lore.
Yeah, but we're past Spyro.
Spyro lore is child labor.
Ah!
That's just the lore of Spyro.
That's cool.
The adult dragons could do things, but they'd rather use children to do them instead.
Yeah, no. Where can I find league standings? Exclamation mark table. Exclamation mark table.
Exclamation mark table. There you go. There's your answer.
There you go. Hey, listen. I do what the people want.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, so we're in another level with a skip. If you look at Nitroff's screen, we're in Cortex Power. Cortex Power has a skip. It is stupid and also apparently not that hard, but I mean, I'm not going to trust what people say on the internet.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. So what you do here is you line up with the wall, and for some reason, you're able to climb up it. You go above the wall, and you land on the other side to do the secret area. You would normally need the blue gem, but if you do that, you get to skip it. What you might be asking is, Kieran, you're so hot and sexy, but how do you get past the final part? Because don't you need the blue gem to get past the end? I'm glad you asked. What you do is you do another jump similar to Upstream, and you jump off the wall. How? You're about to see. Beautiful stuff. It's sort of like a mix of a sub jump and like catching yourself on the wall. It's very interesting, and Nitroff did it stupendously.
Yeah, wild. This is good because we had this with Spyro 3 as well. Is that Nitroff? We're struggling with this last box. But he had a couple of races where we had him on stream where he was definitely struggling with consistency until.
Yeah,
but it's good to see him. You know, getting on form. He's coming into form at the right time for that SPRASH Vector.
sure is. Ah, he's like Japan in the World Cup.
Yep.
Yep. No funny witty remarks.
Nope.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just gonna leave you hanging.
Yeah, no thanks. That's fucking helpful.
So I think we're gonna see Klaxy doing the same skip here. Yep.
We sure are.
And Hypnoshark's not gonna do this skip, right?
No. Rico and Hypno are avoiding doing it because it sucks.
Right.
Right?
Oh, Hypno went left. Ah.
Oh, mate. What an L.
This is why I get paid the no bucks. Thank you, Warpcore. I assume you mean the knowledge being Kieran and the humor being me, because there's no knowledge from my side.
I mean, I think they meant all me, to be honest. I am the humor and knowledge, so.
I make no secret of needing carried for Crash. That was definitely part of the deal.
Yeah, but you also, you know, I'm very funny either, so. Less attractive as well, I would say.
My mic is carried. That is true. I do have the best mic quality.
All right, yeah, okay, you get that one. All right, fair enough.
If you say anything with the right level of like pretending you know what you're talking about into a good mic, people will just assume you're professional.
Or, you know, a DJ.
DJ?
Yeah, like a radio host.
Oh,
what do you call it?
Right. Okay.
I don't know. Fuck you. The joke sucked, and it's all your fault.
Oh, this is honestly, I don't know what's worse. The time I had to spend watching Crash Spyro 3 or the time I have to spend talking to you.
Yeah, you know, 50-50.
Really is. At least with Spyro 3 I had Lexi and that was like, you know, pleasant.
Yeah. And I fucking stink.
You do, you really do.
I really do.
But unfortunately, you know what you're talking about, and I don't when it comes to this game. So
Yeah, so you're forced to stick with me. You know?
yeah.
And by stick, I do literally mean stick. I am gooey. We're in toxic waste.
Okay, that one got me.
Another nice. Another colored gem. Again, the colored gems, they are only relevant. They are only different to normal gems purely because they unlock secret areas for certain levels.
Yeah, Kieran is covered in a thin layer of what can only be described as like an ooze. Like Ivan ooze.
Yeah.
From the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers film.
Not a fucking clue what you're on about.
Oh. Any Mighty Morphin Power Rangers film fans in chat? Let me know.
So weird and niche.
Power Rangers isn't niche. You're just too much of a child.
Yeah, probably. I am technically Gen Z. Did you know that?
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
I know, right?
Gen Zers ruining everything.
Name one thing I've ruined.
This broadcast.
What the fuck? Okay, we're in Pinstripe. Pinstripe, you do a strat where you hit him once, and then you let him do his cycle, and then you hit him 3 times in a row because they somehow didn't make it so you can't just keep hitting him. Like, I don't know why they made it really weird, because they pretty much protected every other boss relatively well, but they were just like, hey, Pinstripe, you just keep hitting him. Fuck
He
it.
also seems to have extreme stormtrooper aim.
No, actually,
Like
it's just really bad aim, actually.
That is what I meant by stormtrooper aim.
Oh, I've never seen Star Wars.
Dear God.
What?
Fucking Gen Z.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have a life.
Don't pretend you do.
Don't pretend you do.
It's Kieran SR, Jimmy, if you want to ban him. Can't just say ban Kieran.
Listen, I'm just saying, if Star Wars was any good, people wouldn't.
Kieran, no. Don't do this.
What? What?
Don't do this.
What?
Whatever you're about to do. This is going. Oh, okay. Fine. I mean, yeah.
All right, I guess I'll leave it. God. Some people.
Oh dear. It's not Cal versus Kieran. It's just us mocking each other.
Yeah, it's what we do.
It really is. The chat seems to be on my side when it comes to Star Wars, so...
Yeah, but of course they are, because everybody's a fucking normie. You weird people. Oh, disgusting.
Rico with a death there in Cortex Power.
That is a shame.
That was during the Blue Gem bonus area as well. So
that's relatively costly, yeah.
That's most of the level.
We are in the high road for both Hypnoshark and Klaxi. This level...
Kieran, turn your Nokia off.
No. Make me.
Dear God. Yes. Okay, good. So this is Sunset Vista that Nitroff is in now. See, I've been listening. Because it's later on in J, so he's doing it
well
now.
done, mate. Well done.
Yeah. So let's see how he can get through this. I think this is a good comparison for how he's doing against Hypno, right? Is if he can get through with a relatively good Sunset Vista, maybe in a good spot.
Yeah, they'll probably be caught back up once Sam finishes Slippery Climb. I don't think... well, there is another revisit as well that Nitroff has done and Sam has not.
I don't know if it's High Road, but it's one of the other levels like that where you're running across the bridge with
Road to Nowhere.
Yeah, that's the level where I remember my partner coming in when I was watching Sam streaming, and she played much more Crash than I did as a kid, and she looked at it and was just like, "How the fuck is he doing that?" Which is a great indicator of how busted Crash speedrunning looks.
Hypnoshark is Mr. Steal Your Girl.
He wouldn't know how.
No. So yeah, Slippery Climb. We've seen these levels. There is not too much to talk about.
It still looks awful.
Yeah, it still looks like shit. But you know, it's probably a little bit better on you. Hypno has charm? No. No, he doesn't have charm.
I mean, he might have a charm, but I don't believe he's ever talked to a woman.
You can smell him. You can smell.
Smell it through the screen.
You can smell the virgin. It just reeks.
Oh no. This might be the most off the rails Sprash League cast yet, and I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah, I think I've been let loose.
I mean, it's your event, so the only person who was stopping you was you.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because, I'm a nice guy.
And you are talking about your legitimate best friend.
Yeah. Listen, guys, I would never do this to anybody about, who isn't, like, my best friend. Like, I would never call Callum a weird, freaky little virgin. I'd never, ever do that.
The thing you got to understand with Kieran is he is a truly despicable human only to the people that he really likes.
It's so accurate.
And he's especially bad when he's in front of people. When he's on his own, he's actually really quite pleasant.
Yeah. Especially when we're kissing.
Especially. I mean, it's the only way to get you to shut the fuck up.
Okay. Alright. This sounds like you want me to stop talking, though. And I feel
No,
like
I want you to kiss me.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
I
did something. I wasn't
Nitro.
watching.
Yeah, Nitro. Something happened to Nitro when we were just talking about kissing. So.
Yeah, it's hard
that's not
watching
good.
4 streams at once. I was talking to some friends about this while we were watching the World Cup on Thursday. They've got 2 different commentary teams on 2 different channels for games that are happening at the same time. If this was esports, they'd have 4 games playing at once, and we'd be watching them on a multi-twitch like we are right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Peter Drury, get on my level.
Nitro. I imagine it was a Cortex bonus. So we'll see. Does he enter? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Was it the Cortex bonus?
He died at the end of the Cortex bonus room.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That fucking sucks because that is like 3 minutes lost.
Oh god.
Wow. It's probably more like 2-ish, 2.5.
Is Hypno still winning this race?
Man, I don't know. It's between Claxy and Hypno.
Yeah.
But I think he is winning it right now. Yeah.
Amazing. Let's go, Hypno.
Unless
Not
somebody like Cucky Naval, is just already at the end of the game and we don't know.
Yep.
Gotta remember, guys, this is not just a four-man event. We have plenty of people running alongside.
That's the beautiful thing about the Sprash League is it's a community event. You can be running on hardware, you can be running on MU, whatever you're able to make happen. You don't have to be a fully fledged streamer like these guys. You just point a shitty little webcam at a CRT, and get going. And that's what's great about the Sprash League. The Sprash League's been really great for all these communities, and that's why if you want to support the Sprash League and see future events like it, you should go to !donate and kick back some money to Kieran and Hypnoshark because they've put all their own money into this event. It's cost them quite a bit of money to put this on for you, the people. And if you want to see more events, well, go hit that donate button. We could do Sprash League 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
We could come up with all sorts of shitty meme categories for Sprash League 2. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Bone dance %.
No!
But let's do that.
A bone dance tournament's already been done.
When we did SOT events, we did do bone dance dual factor best of 3s.
Yeah. Oh, nice little sub jump from Nitroff there. So this is Jaws of Darkness. This is the second Cortex bonus. Nitroff died. I don't know how.
Never around if you want Sprash League 2 to include Twalk, you better donate a hell of a lot of money.
It's not happening. I'm not putting a money on it. There's no number that could make me do it.
10 grand.
No. You'll have to buy my dignity, which I'll be honest, there's none left. So try as you might.
There really isn't.
So yeah, this is the second Cortex bonus. This is the harder one. Man, Klaxi and Hypno are so close.
Yeah, but Klaxy's just behind him, right?
Yeah, they're about like 5-10 seconds between them.
And then Nitroff's just maybe a little bit behind them.
Uh, he still has to do the sunset key.
Ah.
So I don't know. I honestly don't know where Rico and Nitroff stand.
All right, Hypno trying to clean this up. And yeah, it's his to lose right now, but he's so close that any mistake would put Klaxy in the lead.
It really would. I think Klaxi could just take the lead if he plays like he does in PB.
Yeah, well, it's also like we're saying, you know, Hypnoshark plays very safe. He does try and stay consistent rather than going for really, really fast. You know, if he doesn't quite like a cycle, he'll wait for the next one. Whereas if Klaxy plays like an absolute Chad, like the world record holder that he is, he could well go for some really tight cycles and just take little bits of time here and there.
Just two things. One, Klaxi's not the world record holder, and two,
Not the world record holder, the number one seed.
well done, mate. Well saved. And two, Klaxi is in the lead because he did Cortex Power Skip, and I completely forgot. My bad.
Sick. No, Hypno.
But in the same vein that Hypno could choke and put Klaxi in the lead before we remembered that, Klaxi could choke and put Hypno in the lead. So,
Klaxy died in NSP, let's not forget.
yeah, anything can happen. Anything will happen. Okay. We are going into what level are we going into next? Castle Machinery? Wow, this is a long level. It's not too difficult though, other than the box bridge, which is notoriously pretty hard. Don't mind Callum. I think he's gone for a piss or something.
No, I was just letting you talk.
No, don't let me
I thought
talk.
that was the way to respond to the nonsense that you were getting up to that nobody else could hear.
I literally wasn't doing anything.
You definitely weren't in my ear just saying penis over and over again. Didn't happen.
What's up?
I've got it on video.
You don't have it on video.
I do.
No, you don't.
I have CCTV inside my house.
Well, so how would I even do that? Like, I've got mic on, so I don't know how that would happen.
I don't know, some weird production wizardry. I don't know how technology works.
Yeah, you're just being really weird right now.
I'm a boomer. Oh, my stream's frozen. Good. My stream died, so I don't know what's happening, but I'm assuming the race is still going.
Yeah, we're coming up. Just to give you a heads up, Callum, we're coming up on the box bridge for both Klaxi and Hypnoshark. One mistake. Normally they
literally
usually do
neck
it really
on
quick.
screen.
Yeah, they are, but you know, Klaxi is winning.
Yes, but they're literally doing. It's almost like they're the same gamer.
It's almost like they're the same person. Have you ever seen Hypnoshark and Klaxi in the same room?
I mean, Klaxi is the only runner without a face cam, so make you think.
Really makes you think.
Pre-recorded? Pre-recorded?
They both crushed the box bridge about the same time as well. And Nitroff is also crushing the box bridge.
Well, that was interesting. Actually, what I was just talking about, that Hypno takes like a more conservative approach to cycles. It was actually the other way around there. It was Klaxi that waited for a cycle.
I think forced, but yeah. So Hypnoshark has saved a little bit of time on this level over the old Klaxi 73.
Pretty old to be speedrunning.
How come I never see people try and spin the middle boxes? Some people do. They do. It's just these players are probably just doing it for safety. But if you look at, you know, the world record, or probably even Plaxi doing like reset attempts, they will spin through the middle.
White Paws, thank you for the raid.
Oh my god, White Paws.
The top crash runners.
White Paws, a very, very good C1 runner. Hope your stream went well. Welcome into the festivities. Just a quick update on the current standings. We have Claxi leading the pack. Hypnoshark very shortly behind. And then Nitroff and Rico somewhere in like the twilight zone. We're not too sure where they are, but they are. But they are there.
How's the Cookster?
I'm not too sure. If you want to talk for a second whilst I find it.
Yeah, you do that. Just kidding, I will actually talk.
Yeah, so you're the worst. You're the worst
lab.
kind of person, aren't you?
Hypno going into the lab. We're only a couple of levels away from the end here. We really are cooking with gas here. This is no Spyro 3. This is gonna be over before we know it. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. Please tell me that was also just in my ear. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, I'm the only person that can hear what Kieran's saying right now, which is good because honestly, the level of racial slur that he's throwing out would get Hypno's channel taken down. Don't play with me.
What is wrong with you?
So Hypno doing pretty well here, avoiding any mistakes, avoiding damage. This is looking pretty clean. And again, you know, he is in second right now, but I think Hypno would be very pleased with second. If he can get that. And we're rooting for him. Because this is Hypnoshark's channel. It's Hypnoshark's event partially. So we're rooting for him here.
Cookie Naval, he is in Engine currently. Not Engine, Embryo. Engine's not in this game, is he? I'm a dickhead. So not too far behind. Probably somewhere in like the range of Rico and Nitroff.
Nowhere near our top two, Claxi and Hypnoshark.
Yeah, not Engine. I didn't mean Engine. Ah, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, Cookie's given up and to start playing a different Crash game.
The internet never forgets, does it? Never forgives.
No, you're not allowed to, you know, if you're doing like a live broadcast for several hours where you just have to talk constantly and you make one small mistake, as you know, people do every day in their lives, people never let you forget it. Because fuck the internet.
Amen. I actually don't know if Sam updated the race command. I'm not too sure.
You should probably check that. So this is...
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Great. So this is Lights Out?
It is. It is. Lights Out and fumbling in the dark afterwards. 2 back-to-back no light levels. The masks don't function as they normally do. You only are able to have one at a time. And they count as like a flashlight instead of, you know, being primarily an extra hit. But you can take an extra hit. It's just if you do, the lights will go off.
That sounds inconvenient.
Yeah, it's not too helpful.
It's kind of bullshit that this game was hard enough already, and then they did levels where there's just darkness.
Yeah, no, they really wanted to fuck you over.
Games for children. Did anyone complete this when they were a child?
I only played this game for the first time when I was 16, so...
Sure. Anyone in chat that wants to admit to completing this as a child, feel free. And I'll call you a fucking liar. All right, Rico's still working through that last factory level, whatever that's called.
Castle machinery.
Castle machinery, of course. How could I forget? So this is what I mean, though, when I was saying earlier that Crash speedrunning, when it's done really well and it's all just flowing, does look very satisfying. Just when you're just not stopping, just running and jumping from each small obstacle to the next. It's very satisfying to watch.
It's kind of like parkour.
Parkour!
You ever seen a parkour video?
Yes, I've seen a parkour video.
You ever seen them? You ever seen how cool they are when they're jumping over banisters?
I was a teenager in the early 2000s.
Eh? Really cool.
So yes.
And then people in the streets shout, parkour! And then they get really pissed off because they're like, shut the fuck up. I can only imagine it would be like if, you know, somebody yelled at a speedrunner, you know, beat this game really quick. Or like, speedrun. Yeah. Just like, shut the fuck, leave me alone.
Particularly if you emphasize if you put the emphasis on the run rather than speed.
Like
speedrun.
Speedrun. Let me in.
Let me in. Crash, let me in.
Oh, I don't want to go in Crash. What the hell? You'll also see at the end of each level, it'll show the percentage, and it's just a fucking lie. It's just a lie. It just lies to you. It says we're at 29% right now, but the run will finish in approximately 15 minutes.
How's that then?
Because they didn't make the game good.
Oh. It's fine. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Scarlet recently, so I'm used to that.
Oh, controversial.
Satire!
Ah, I can't believe it. You've annoyed probably somebody's life.
Topical reference. Speaking of broken games with broken speedruns. Pokemon speedruns are like 5 hours long though.
They are, yeah.
That's intense.
I speedrun Pokemon Shield for like half a year.
Why?
Because I thought it was a fun speedrun. You also got to use Excadrill, which was cool.
Nice. What's the kind of time on Sword?
It's 4 hours. Yeah, it's a long one. Hopefully Nitroff can get the key here. Imagine he has to redo it again. That'd suck. Lovely stuff. Gets the key. And a little tidbit, you can just leave as soon as you get the key. You do not have to finish the level. That locks in as soon as you collect it.
Who's in the lead? Klaxi is in the lead, closely followed by Hypnoshark.
Maybe. I think Nitroff and Hypno are...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Kind of close. I'm not too sure. I don't actually know.
You think no, that's not fair.
What do you mean it's not fair?
We wanted Hypno to win, and now he might not even be in second.
Why is it not fair?
Because I wanted Hypno to win.
All right. Too bad.
What's the baller Cortex power strat? Taranuke. I'm intrigued.
Is it just CP skip? Because if so, then yeah, 2 of them did.
Because if so, then 3 out of 4 runners did it. Yes.
No, 2 of them did.
Oh yeah, no, that's the strat that they did.
Don't worry. They've already done it. You are a tad bit late, but that is fine. I won't bully you for it.
When you're saying that's the baller strat, is that not just the Cortex power skip?
That is just CP skip, yeah.
Right. There's not like a different CP skip.
Not that I'm aware of.
Unless it's unballer.
Unless I'm going absolutely wild and crazy.
Absolutely hog wild.
Nice, good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we have fun.
Crash.
We have fun, don't we?
Crash knowledge. I'm getting there. I'm going to be a crash expert as soon as we finish this.
No.
Yeah, you can see Klaxi 31% complete, Hypno only 30. So, but Nitroff
Right, 31
also
actually.
at 30. Oh yeah, 31 and 32. Got some font criticism in the chat, Kieran. I don't know if you want to respond to that.
It's a shame that I like Greek letters. I'll take that into consideration for potentially the future. But I've decided on this font, and it stays until at least the end of SPRASH League 1. My apologies. I love Hypnoshark.
The Splash Facto, it will all be in Wingdings.
Yes, yes, it'll be in binary code. So look forward to that, guys.
All right, so they're just working their way through these few revisits now that they've got to do. Apart from Rico, was still finishing those levels.
Klaxi took a death in Boulder Dash. Not ideal.
It's pretty Boulder Dash.
Nice. I didn't actually understand that was like a joke for so long. But then I was like, oh, Boulder Dash is like another word for
bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah.
I feel that way about probably 50 to 60 Pokemon names that are puns.
I mean, they're usually more obvious with Pokemon names.
All right, so that's upstream revisit done for Hypno. You just got to do Native Fortress, and then it'll be the final level.
Nope. Native Fortress, and then Road to Nowhere, then Boulder Dash, and then the Great Hall. But nice try, mate. Nice try.
I just wanted it to be over.
Okay.
Oh. Nitroff dropping through the air from those gems. That looked fun. No fall damage in this game, gladly.
How will that even work?
You fall too far, you die.
That would suck.
That would suck.
That would be real, because there's not like a health system like there is like Marion.
Marion?
Yeah. Super Marion.
Super Marion Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Marion the dinner lady.
I mean, alright, can we not insult dinner ladies? Dinner ladies are an important part of our society.
Are they?
Yes, yes they are.
Okay. Hey, you lose an Aku, but if you don't have an Aku, you just die. That's how fall damage would work.
That would suck so bad.
That would be horrible.
Especially in this game where like there's so many vertical leaps.
Yeah. How is the race going? The race is going very well. We're about an hour and 10 minutes into the race, so we're getting towards the last kind of 10 minutes of the race for these top four runners. Klaxi is our #1 seed, and he's in the lead, followed by Nitroff and Hypno, with Rico bringing up the rear of these four. Yeah, we're getting into the last few levels. They're just doing a couple of revisits right now, and then they'll be heading into that final level. If you're just joining us.
Am I mistaken? Is this up the creek or is this upstream that Klaxi's doing?
Imagine thinking that I could tell you.
Okay, this is upstream. Yeah, no. Klaxi is coming up on don't know which level. I think it's just native left. They've really mixed up the orders and really tried to ruin us, which is fun, I would say. But I know for a fact Hypnoshark has 2 more levels to go, which is wonderful for him.
He was in the lead for a really good chunk of this race. And I think it was Sunset Vista plus the time loss of not running on J that's set him back a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
I don't know why everyone's complaining about this font. I've never had a problem reading it, but
Hey, listen,
But
I
I'm normal.
take any and all criticism, and I will cry about it afterwards, so it's fine.
how's Hypno looking in the final standings? Hypno's very much in the top 4 right now. As long as he has a good, seems on for a good performance here. As long as he has doesn't completely shit the bed in Crash 2, he will be taking part in that final SPRASH Vecta, as will Nitroff, and then Nujar and Zach ZL will probably make up that top 4 unless something crazy happens.
Something wild and wacky. Stay tuned, guys.
Just in case something wild and wacky happens.
Exactly, that's what I just said. But you said it differently, so that's fine.
I did. What is this level Nitroff's doing?
That is Boulder Dash, but the secret part of Boulder Dash.
Oh. Is there a break between games, or does the timer run non-stop? Nope. It's back to back to back to back to back to back. I think that was 6.
To back. Back to back to back to back to back to back. Yeah, okay, 6.
Yep, 6 games. And they'll be all running them in weird orders, which will really help us for the commentary.
That'll be really fucking hard for me to deal with. Because for about 11 hours I'll be going, I'm not too sure who's in the lead.
Well, I do believe you told me you have a solution.
I have an idea. It might not work, but I have an idea.
I had an idea, and you told me to fuck off because you had your own idea.
No, I didn't tell you to fuck off. I said it was a shit, awful idea, and I hate you. That's all I said.
Yeah, well, that's all. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to keep running. They're going to do 12 hours of solid speed running.
Well, Hypnoshark normally marathon runs. He goes for a piss. He usually just doesn't. He doesn't try to hold anything. Listen, I am an advocate for the piss bottle. I always have been, always will be. If you're in the middle of a speed run, you should take a piss in the piss bottle, or piss bucket, or piss. You know,
hand?
Whatever you. No, not hand. Not hand. You need to use that to play the game.
Oh yeah.
Silly you, aren't you?
Oh,
Nitro took a death in fumbling. That sucks. Because I think that's.
What about having a little piss boy under your desk? That would work.
Yeah. You're a bit weird, you.
It's all the time I spent hanging around with you.
That's fair enough. Claxy is coming to the end. Yeah, no, Nitroff died, I believe, in the final level of the run. Which may have chanced him a third where he should have been second. I'm not too sure if he was going to get second though. I know Hypno and Nitroff are very close.
Yeah. The Crash 2 race is next week, Saturday the 10th, and then Saturday the 17th is the SPRASH Vecta. Do we know what time that SPRASH Vecta is starting yet, Kieran?
It'll start midday UTC. So I think like 12-1-ish. We're not too sure yet. But yeah, Claxy coming into the Great Hall now. Finishing up. Probably a 1:14. Done a cracking job. Crack-up job. And And that is GG for Claxy. 114.31 finishes in first place.
Galaxy is your winner. And it's going to be between Nitroff and Hypnoshark for who can come second.
Oh man, I actually don't know who gets this. Because Hypnoshark will be out of the cutscene quicker, but he also needs to move further to get to the Great Hall. So I'm not too sure. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're even! Oh my god! Looking at Nitroff's timer, I think he started a little bit later, so I think Nitroff is in the lead.
Oh man, it all comes down to this final level.
Imagine one of them dies in the Great Hall. Imagine. It does look like Nitroff's going to take it. Nitroff in second. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, hold on. GG's to both of them. We might have like a sneak third place.
This is very close.
Yeah, so out of quite literally nowhere, Red Hot BR has got third place.
What?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Red Hot, he is or they are you know, a very OG CTR runner, and out of literally nowhere, because I'm pretty sure I looked at the Speedrun.com PBs, I haven't seen Red Hot there, so wow, I don't really have much to say. That's crazy. Yeah, Red Hot is the modder. Made CTR OG retro fueled. Some cool stuff. Has a 114 not on SRC. Ah, okay. So that do we know what type of 114? Because that could have been a PB. Sorry, no, 115. No, I'm stupid.
This is such a great time for me having to try and stop my cats from killing each other.
Yeah, stop killing them, please.
But congrats.
Congrats to our top three. Claxy, Nitroff, and Red Hot. Red Hot specifically, well done. They came out of the woodwork. Now we're just watching upon as Rico crosses the line. Apparently Cookie is entering the Great Hall, so we might have our fifth place.
And Rico's going to be trying to get that top 6?
Likely so, yeah. When my man finished, Hypnoshark finished fourth. Fourth place.
That's gutting. That is absolutely gutting, considering he was in the lead for a good period of time.
Yeah, he was winning. Rico crotches the line. Yeah, crotches the line. Yeah. Ignore me. Cookie, fifth place. Wonderful time. I don't know if that might be a PB for Cookie. I actually don't know. I hope they come into chat so we can talk about it.
Oh, good. I was sat on the floor for like the last 10 minutes.
That's great. Rico finishes. Well done.
That Sunset Vista destroyed his lead. Yeah, it did definitely look like that. And also just a little bit of the revisits from Nitroff running on J.
Wow. What a race. What a race, guys. We will hopefully get Hypnoshark up in... Oh, somebody has also finished.
Super Sphere.
Super Sphere with a 119.17. get 7th place. I'm interested to see where Nuja and Zachary Lawrence get.
Yeah.
So whilst we're still on air, we'll keep you updated on if they finish at any point.
I'm looking at Red Hot BR's note on the race time. Has the following deaths listed: Jungle Rollers, Rolling Stones, Jaws, The Lab ×3, Lights Out ×2, Native Fortress Upstream, Boulder Dash. That's a lot of deaths for a 1:15:50. I mean, on the race time, Hypno and Red Hot both have a 1:15:50.
Yeah.
So you might need to check that one.
I will have to. Well, okay. So Red Hot has a better time on stream than Hypno. Looking at their runs, assuming they didn't like finish at different times, the order is correct. But I will double check.
It is incredible how many races we've had have finishes that close.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There have been
It's on the
some
table.
real tight finishes.
Well, hopefully we can get Hypnoshark in here. He can talk us through that race, because that was a real roller coaster for us shark heads.
Shark heads. I have DM'd him. He's probably here. He is.
Here he is.
Hello. That was insane. That was mental.
Yeah, that was. So we think you finished 4th.
I think I did too. So in the race time chat, Nitroff says that he finished with a 1:15:46, which would line up. Red Hot says he finished with a 1:15:48, and I late split, but it would have been a 1:15:50, I believe.